Oh, sure. Hello there, everyone. I was confused. I was like, where am I? Welcome back to some more Let's Play Starcom Nexus. In the last episode, we completed some side quests. Finally, finding the one planet alluded to by a skewed map that we could have gotten to much earlier in the game, and finding some research points and adamantine within it. We found the one planet marked on the sunken ship as well out here. The blue star, 4 planets. We found it, and we were able to get some more stuff from that location. We then went out and failed to find the Sword Outpost, which is someplace around here. And then we decided to travel upwards and do some other exploring, since we had some more time to pass, and I didn't want to spend another 20 minutes looking for the Sword Outpost while talking about Darkest Dungeon. Out here, we found something called the Outpost. And we also found this device on a planet, which I believe we can interact with and get certain types of resources when we use certain types of resources in it. So we're going to be doing a little bit of experimentation and see what we can get for what we put into the thing. In any case, welcome back, everyone. We are over here because I went, first off screen, I went around and looked all over here for that Sword Outpost, and I couldn't find it within, like, 3 grids of this while looking at this screen. So, I don't know where it is, and I'm not going to spend, like, another hour of my real life looking for it. It's, the swords hit it really well, and we can't find it, or maybe the Arona found it, and they decided to destroy it. In any case, I can't find it. That's a quest we're not going to get done. Since we're out here, and I checked, by the way, we have, or at least we checked together, I believe, we have 250 adamantine, which is enough that I can pay a small adamantine tax to the Zor Collective to take a look and see what they have for sale. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But first, I figured we'd look at this planet to start and see what we can do to interact with the strange device on it. To that end, let me write down neutronium. So, I should have done this earlier, but I did not do so. So, there's... I think, by the way, you can put in duplicates of stuff. So you can put in gold and gold, for example, or yttrium and yttrium if you want. But I think we'll stick to combining the things with other things, as it were. So I should have done this earlier, but I did not. So I'm writing over here neutronium, yttrium on a piece of paper. So I can try to match everything. I'm assuming it doesn't matter which one you put in first. I'm assuming it's just the combinations. In which case, there are 3 possible combinations for this. Neutronium and gold, neutronium and yttrium, yttrium and gold. So let's see what we get when we start doing this. So it's my belief that neutronium is the most expensive out of this. So we're going to try neutronium and yttrium to start. Neutronium and yttrium. The machine swallows to provide resources. A few seconds later, it outputs a strange blue goo. This goo has a number of bizarre properties that we've never observed before, like negative viscosity. The machine glow seems somewhat diminished. The engineer guesses that this transmutation process consumes a great deal of whatever the machine uses as fuel, and it's almost spent. Oh, wow! Alright, so we got some points for that. Let's try yttrium and gold, then. The machine swallows the provided resources. A few seconds later, radiation alarms sound in the team members' suits. They quickly race back to the lander, but for some, it's too late. Atmospheric scans show that the machine output a quantity of ogasanizin, a highly unstable element that promptly decayed into a number of dangerous isotopes. We lose 3 crew and that's it! Wow, that sucked! Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to have happen here. Man. Can we go down there again? No, we can't. Oh, so much for my clever plan of using this to get more adamantine. We got 190 research points and lost 3 people. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. The first time I did this last time, I ended up getting adamantine by combining the resources into it. So I guess I did neutronium and gold last time. A part of me stepped to reload to check it, but no, we're not reloading. All right, that's also 3 more bucks added to the donation jar. So that brings us to 118 now. My God. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. I didn't realize I could kill crew members. What the heck? Now we're done with that too. That super sucks. Oh well. Oh well. We could reload. Nothing stops me from reloading. But I really enjoy playing any game with doing as little reloading as possible and letting my choices stick. This is something I've been doing since I've been a really young lad. I've always tried to play games like roguelikes, every single one of them. Or roguelikes and Iron Man, there we go. Iron Man modes. Although if I do end up dying, I do restart. I tend to restart right then and there, depending upon the game. It's been a while since I've played Battletoads and gave myself just 1 life to beat the whole game and was still able to do it. What a great game Battletoads was for the Super Nintendo. Alright, well anyway, so much for my extra adamantine. Let's go ahead and visit this place, then we're going to go back to Kite Station and pick up those 3 crew we just lost. Oh. Oh. Greetings again, Agent of Starcom. Your custom is always welcome here. We expect only serious inquiries of our items. For that reason, we impose a nominal fee of 5 adamantine to view the current lots. That seems fair. We offer the following artifacts from across the galaxy. 2 copper-colored metal discs, separated by an invisible force field containing an unknown substance. 72 adamantine. Handheld status suppressor. 23 adamantine. A translucent scroll with 2 circular diagrams and additional markings. 33 adamantine. A stasis suppressor sounds useful. Let's start with that. It's a smooth white object, roughly shaped like an animal horn. It has no obvious controls, and scans are unable to penetrate to the interior. They have another thing, a crystal found in the aftermath of a supernova. The seller claims it's useful as a weapon. Well, let's try that one, and then we'll leave. We can come back here later for other things. Let's take that crystal. Analysis shows that the crystal is emitting high levels of phased beta radiation. Not harmful to us, but possibly dangerous to some life forms with a denser molecular structure. 75 research points. It's a translucent crystal, roughly 1 kilogram in weight. There's a faint green glow visible in low light. And now they have a machine capable of manipulating hypothetical realities. Okay, but we're not interested in this. We don't have the adamantine for all of it. We'll come back later. I think I bought only 1 thing from here last time. And I think it was the first thing for 72 adamantine, and I think it's related to a quest, but I can't remember. It has been a long time. Let's go back, actually, to Kite Station first and get some more crew before we go any further. I hate knowing that the very first thing I did was lose 3 crew. Come on now. Come on now, Tim. That was so awful. I should have just kept using the neutronium. It's the most expensive of all the materials. I don't know why I chose uranium and gold. That was a mistake. I wonder if you get something for gold and gold. Well, it's too late. You only get 2 uses per playthrough if you're not going to reload and find out what the other ones are, and I'm not going to do that. Oh, Chief Engineer Lieutenant John Chiang has something to tell us. All right, well, first, we have 1,138 research points. It's enough that we could take the Warp Hopper and unlock the first rank of skills for it. I had wanted to save points for the Flak Cannon, or a Havoc Defense module, but I We haven't been lucky enough to get the other pieces for it at the moment. What's my Protoss carrier? Protoss carrier. What do you require? Havoc defense. But I can't... We don't have Havoc defense. And we also... No, just Havoc defense. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, was 55? Was 55 the, like, highest ranked ship I took? Like a module capacity? It looks like it might have been. Alright, well, anyway, I guess we'll take the Warp Hopper. Well, no, I kind of want to hold on to Havoc for Havoc defenses. Oh, I hate agonizing here because it's boring for you guys. So... let's take one upgrade to our drones. We'll take the... you know, let's take more drones. Stage assembly. Increases the maximum number of drones per module by 1. So since we have, I think, 3 launchers on this vessel, we'll get 3 more drones. We'll inquire about more crew. Increasing more crew. We killed 3 people with radiation. Okay. I've detected the faint radio signal on the long-range scanner. Since its light speed is probably long gone by now. But if you want to check out, I've transmitted the coordinates to your first officer. Pillman? Has nothing else to say about the pottery. Okay. So, let's go back here and keep doing some more exploring in that area of space. And we'll start by taking this portal. That's called the Nexus Gateway. So this is just a warp net? No, not a warp net. I don't know what to call them. I've forgotten. Forgotten what these are called. Ukul are up here. We should definitely trade for some more adamantine while we're in the area. Nothing on that desert planet. In cool waters, we saw you again. Our story was at a turning. Things for things, things for knowledge. What did we do when we swam together? Things for things. So, once again, I want all their adamantine. Look at all that titanium. Can we get rid of some of this? 667? It's still not in their favor, so we still lose some platinum, but I think that's worth it. Any new stories? No new stories. Okay, let's get down here and look at these planets. There's a bunch of something down here. Gortanu? We saw Gortanu here earlier. Not here, but in this area of space. And yes, more Gortanu are located here. Ooh, I like the Crimson Gas Giant. The inner liquid metal core of this gas giant is spinning in the opposite direction from its atmosphere. It seems to be caused by magnetically aligned particles in the transition zone. I wonder if our first officer just, like, knows all this? If, like, she has some sort of, like, mental implant that lets her just know what is happening here, or if like there's some sort of incredible research database that she looks this up when we discover whatever it is that could be causing it, or our scanners are just that powerful. Oh, look at this world. It looks like there was some great battle waged here from space, judging from how the planet's been carved up like this. I think those are missile launchers on its side. And I think that's Havoc Defense it has. Maybe we should pick a fight with the Gortanu and get Havoc Defense if it has it? Oops, sorry, I didn't want to actually speak with you. I hear the drone. It's coming this way. Let's see if we can grab it. Okay, nope, we failed. Okay, well, let's go back to checking the planets. Another gas giant, same looking one as the last one. This gas giant gets its magnetic color from moderate quantities of mercuric oxide in the upper atmosphere. Not so unusual in itself, but the precise concentrations show that it was formed from gas stripped off its larger sibling well after this star's system's formation. Interesting. So something transferred one from the other. Don't bump into me, Gortanu. I will slaughter you. Maybe we can talk to them again? I don't think they're going to be very polite. No anomalies detected on the last planet. Let's head to the warp portal. I'll call them warp portals from now on, so I can be somewhat consistent. Torok would be proud. Oh, well, let's follow that guy. Slowly. Oh, hello! That was easy. Didn't even lose somebody. This is a massive Earth-like planet. Look at this place. Wow! Haven't seen a green world this large before, I think. This massive terrestrial planet has a similar composition and temperature to our own Earth, but at a much larger scale. Its gravity would squash our lander into atoms, but we can still learn a lot from orbital observation. Super Earth. The best Earth. Hello, Gortanu. Actually, those might be just energy. No, those are armor modules, is what those are. Not energy modules. Okay, so those don't have Havoc Defense. Is it wrong that I'm thinking about killing them in order to see if to get it? Oh, something on this barren planet. A section of it is red in color. What happened here? Millennia ago, when this planet had liquid water, alluvial processes concentrated yttrium deposits in a small area on the planet's surface. The survey team collects them with no risk and moderate effort. Either the races of this region don't value yttrium, or they lack our ability to detect surface anomalies from orbit. I think it's the second. Because I think one of the races actually trades with it, and they all carry it as a type of trading good. Nothing special about the sun. Or, sorry, the star that's here. Check this desert world and head into the next warp portal. Nothing on that planetoid. What can we talk about as we're playing around today? I like to move on to something different besides what I talked about last time. So, we're going to talk about what I like about games, what I value in a game more than other things. But first, we're going to go to the planet here. There's a derelict out here. Oh, we got a nice turquoise-looking place here today. Nothing on the gas giant, though. And maybe we get... What are you? Why are you red? It's gonna go this way, Tim. Oh, it's not gonna go that way. That flew right past us. These are probably... Wow, there's a lot of them. And they're all hostile. Oh, those are Vendari? No, Sentinels. All Sentinels. Oh, wow. Oh, it's another Lobstrich ship. Let's get it on its way. Another transport ship of the same design previously encountered. The drive engines are cold, but there are faint energy readings from within. It's yet another Lobstrich colony ship, crippled by the same numeric overflow bug. The team engineer takes opportunity to lecture the rest of the team on the importance of rigorous systems testing procedures. Repair the reactor. Okay, good luck. Let's not bump into it. Let's deal with these Sentinels. There's a lot of them. Oh, I should follow my drones. Oh crap, those went to the wrong place. We have more lasers than you've got. Go get him! Ah! They have turned hostile. Good. Good. I wanted the excuse to kill these guys. Just because I can. I do have to remember that drones attacks go through shields. We took, as you can see, quite a bit of firepower thanks to those drones of theirs. They are very strong. We also lost a person. That's another $1. And let's keep exploring out here. Something just warped in, and it's hostile with us. What are you? Oh, you're a big Gortanu. Nice. Look at all that titanium and chirolite. Wow. Whoo. We have enough to repair all the rest of the lobster ships that might be out here. Not much else out here except for one more Earth-like planet and another sun. And the sun has nothing on it. It's a very peaceful looking planet. Rocks and water. Some trees. And something on it. That's a very beautiful plateau. Or a cliff there. Despite abundant water and oxygen, The lower atmosphere of this planet is so dense with clouds that little light ever reaches the surface. A handful of mesas, that's what it's called, atop a continental plateau, oh, maybe I'm right, are the only locations with enough sun to support life. According to the zeobotanist, the diversity of plant life across the mesa is unparalleled in his experience. And that's the lobstrich place. We're not likely to find any more lobstriches. But we'll wait going to that. Actually, it would take us a while to fly there anyway, so we'll just move on and take the warp portals back to where we started from, and then go off in a different direction. Okay, so what does Tim like about various games? I've always been a fan of there being a multitude of ways for you to solve problems in a game if it provides them to you to start with. That's a lot of drones. Wow, that's too many drones. We cannot handle that many. Yeah, we need to figure out where are the Gritanu, because we need to stop them. Wow, we can't handle that many. At least they come at us like in a row, so we can just gun them all down. I don't know why the game targeted that one, but it totally did. We're on fire. And we're gonna die out here, Tim. Okay, we gotta run. We're at 1/3 of our life. Gritano are too strong. Our shields aren't protecting us from the sheer number of swarmers they've got. Wow. That's awful. That's awful. We're getting... Oh, it's another Gritanu, so we're gonna need to take him down. Tim, the closer you are, the more damage you do with your lasers. Just a heads up. That's a Sentinel Defender. Oh. Alright. We gotta sit out here and let my crew repair what's left of our ship. That was a terrible exchange out there. We're no match for their battle cruisers, as I rely on shields to protect me most of the time. And those drones just chew us up. We need Havoc defense if we want to be able to take on Gortanu ships. Alright, let us fully repair here. So there's lots of things I like about all sorts of different games. So it depends upon what game I'm playing. Man, this is actually kind of complicated and difficult if I think about it, to pinpoint any particular thing that I like about games as a whole, because it depends upon the game. This game, for example, lets you construct ships that to your whim, and let you design it with whatever weapons or defense systems and speed or whatever you want. And it feels great to design a ship which works well, then scrap it and like try building a different ship and use that one and see if you can make that ship work also. I really like when games present you with different choices and have been designed that those choices, whatever they were, you can still do well in the game. There's a handful of games which have done this over the years. Final Fantasy Tactics, Felsu Arbiter's Mark, this game, Mainframe Defenders, lets you construct a team of four units that you want and give them whatever types of like upgrade weapon systems or what have you that you can find when you do the quests as part of the choices that get presented with you, and you can design something rather unique every time you play through it, which is fun. Hold on. That has flak. That has flak. You have flak. We're killing you. We're killing you. Give us your flak. Darn it. It did not give us the flak. I need to know what was that we just killed? I don't know. Can I check the log? Is there a no, stop. Is there a combat log option? No. Okay. It's a Sentinel ship, and if we want Havoc defense, we need to get lucky enough to kill one of those and have it drop it. I'm not going to stand out here and farm it. Let's try to move on. Aedor Genesis, with the New Horizons patch, or even without it, was a game that provided a ton of options for you to try to beat the game with. Okay, we're just going. We're going to ignore this group. There's too many of them there. We're not going to win. Even if there's some Sentinels there, which probably have what we want, that's too many. But that's just one. Oh nope, there's multiple Katana scouts here too. Okay, let's see if we can just ignore them. Nope, they're launching drones. Oh wow, there's a lot of Gortanu. Oh, okay. I would love to fight them, but we're not powerful enough to do it. Alright, we didn't really gain any more adamantine, so we don't need to visit the station. Let's go south and go back to the one Brown Nebula and explore out there for a bit. I would think about designing another ship, but I don't know what type of ship would be good against these. We don't really need more... Oh my goodness, we don't really need more plasma lasers. Tim, those are your drones. Lost another person. We lost 3 to start. We went back and got more. That was 118. We've lost 8 more. I don't want to just destroy rocks. I want to move on, but I'd like to wipe out the other... The more Katana we kill, the longer we will be at war with them. Which is good. I like having them be tough. But I wish I had Havoc drones at this point. We're not going to get that. You know, I just realized the Gortanu don't actually have... They don't have any laser weaponry on their vessels. The only thing they use are drones. Interesting. I'll have to think about how to design a ship to best deal with them. Okay, well, we're likely to go into more Gutano territory, so let's limp to this warp portal, and then we'll take this once we're fully repaired. So games that have offer a lot of different choices I really like, as I feel it always increases the replayability of those games. Lets me experiment with different things. My mind can try to come up with different plans, different tactics, with different types of units, or different heroes, or whatever it is. I like having more options. But I don't fault games that don't have that. They can be fun too. Just as fun, depending upon what game it is. Like, certain FPSs, or rather, there's not much, like, they have different weapon systems, different weapons, which is great. But you're not going to use, like, a shotgun to kill someone at super long range. Although if the game lets you upgrade your weapons, maybe you'd upgrade your shotgun during one run to full versus a sniper rifle the second time through. Like in Deus Ex, which give you options for different types of skills and lets you upgrade different weapons to wield in the game. Going on a small tangent there, but let's take this warp portal. We have hostiles, we have a few of them. Probably more Kotanu. Let's see if we can avoid them. Sentinel Cutter, Eviscerator. So probably all more Gutanu. We will take out this. Nothing special about the sun. There must be a defender around here. Okay, we're not killing them, and it's not like they give experience, so we shouldn't stick around if I'm not going to actually collect any resources. We can't land on the planet, though, unless we wipe out any hostiles that are close to us. Oops, okay, accidentally left. Oh my goodness, Flenser. I can't see what the others are. Flak! I see it! We want it! No, stop! Target this one instead, please. Come on, please, please. We've killed so many of you now. You gotta... Oh god, Tim, you're almost dead. No flak on anything here. Oh, this stinks, game. Why are you being so mean to me? Alright, the hostile music is still playing, so there are more hostiles in the system, probably out near that planet. But let's investigate this one first while we're here. No anomalies detected. Ooh. I like this agate-looking planet. I like the stripe it's got going around it here. Apparently there's a hurricane on the planet, so I guess this is a water world? That's a red world. This is part of an otherwise unremarkable planet. This part of an otherwise unremarkable planet shows signs of recent vessel landings. Judging from attempts to conceal the markings, the team leader speculates this might have been a smuggler's base. Some buried, half-burnt garbage seems to confirm his suspicions. Among the debris, the team finds a data spool with a partly corrupted message. Something was a fool selling something at the Citadel. Someone must have tipped the Gortanu enforcers off. They warped in hours after we took the artifacts on board. They didn't find anything. I guess what might happen and left if the rest of that frozen ice ball... Wow, I can't read this. Hold on. Was a fool selling at the Citadel. Someone must have tipped the Gortanu enforcers off. They warped in hours after we took the artifacts on board. They didn't find anything. I guessed what might happen and left the rest on that frozen ice ball, halfway between the twin gas giants glazed the ice nicely over it. You couldn't see the spot if you were standing on it. Here are the polar coordinates. Memorize them and torch this spool. The data spool contains coordinates that could be located within a few meters if we identify the planet. We know where that is. We know where that is. That's over here. Hold on. Are we under attack? No. Okay. That was over here. Here. Yep. Oh, okay, and it's marked on the map for us now. But this area was very hostile to us. Oh man, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we're going to try, and then we'll call the session. So let's finish mapping out. Actually, we'll go up here to this area too, that red giant, and see what else is there. After we talk with the Ulku trader and get some more adamantine. We want as much of that as possible so we can buy everything for sale at the Zor. Eventually. Alright, let's take things for things. You have 11 adamantine. We want... Oh, right, this does this occasionally. Hold on. Okay, still doing it, so we had to click today. So, if we start trading neutronium, because we have quite a bit of that... We have a lot of gold, too. Oh, but it takes quite a bit of gold. But we have a ton of it. Literally, on board the ship. Okay. Oh, it's something on this barren world. What's hiding down here? Another planet with yttrium deposited by alluvial processes. The team gathers the mineral with minimal difficulty. Plus 18. Okay, so let's go here. And then we'll double back and try to get to that one planet and see what's on the surface of it. Maybe it's the scepter that we need. Oh, hold on. That's a Sentinel Interceptor. We'll take it out since we're here. I found it interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when we accidentally went into, or purposely went into that last warp portal, we left drones present in the other system, and they were not automatically re-added to our bays. They were effectively destroyed. So if we don't want to continuously use titanium to create drones, we'll need to remember that and make sure they're back in the bays before we leave. I don't think there's a way to recall them manually, though. So we'll be forced to wait until they return. Which means if I just want to make my way across an area, it means not launching the drones. Sentinel Superstation. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and down it. Is it the only thing that's here? So far, it's the only thing on sensors. If it's a superstation, I'm guessing it has one of those giant lasers on it as well. It does not. Oh wow, they've done a number on our drones. We only have 12 remaining active at the moment. Hey! Good work. Not so bad in the end. That looks special. We found a fragment of a kind of magnetic lens capable of focusing a tremendous amount of EM energy. With the fragments we found, I think we may have enough for Dr. Pillman to begin research on this weapon. But I want something different. I don't want the Yamato battle cannon first. I want Havoc defense first, please, game. Maybe there's like a special spot, a special ship we're supposed to kill that gets it. Or some sort of, we can find it out here somewhere. Oh, something on this desert world. Hello, Crate. What are you? Oh, yeah, look at the massive starship here. A massive starship is partly exposed on the surface of this dead world, having been recently excavated judging from the disturbed rock and sand. It looks like whoever dug it up is in the process of stripping it down. Most of the valuable metals are already gone. A section of the starboard area looks only partially cleared out. A set of what look like automated sentry turrets stand by. Have the team tried to destroy the turrets and access the starboard area? The turret drones don't seem to have particularly advanced AI, and the team is easily able to trick them with a remote surveillance flyer and destroy them. As the team enters the starboard area, however, to trip a motion detector. Nothing happens immediately, but onboard Final Hope, a hyperwave signal is detected. Have the team get what they can and quickly get out. The module the team extracted from the ship appears to be an advanced version of what Starcom calls Havoc, an automated point defense system. I suspect there's enough info here for us to start researching our own. Nice! Finally! The team finds several small turret devices projecting through the hole. It looks like they were originally dozens, but the rest have been removed. The team extracts one and hurries back to the lander. There's a little crate that showed up right in front of us. Let's see what's in it. Titanium. Okay, there must be more crate out here somewhere, I suppose. If one just flew into us. Oh, there's actually... What the heck? Yeah, there's some titanium in boxes out here. Oh, I wonder if it's coming from whatever that... Oh, that's another scrambler, I think. Oh, darn it. Darn you! I hate you! Taunting me like that. Let's see what's on this planet. This planet has dozens of glowing craters belching toxic gases. Scans reveal that they are not volcanic activity, but natural fission reactors. The unusually dense rock focuses the released neutrons in certain areas, producing great quantities of heat and moderate amounts of cobalt-60. I see you circling all around me, little drone. You get to live this day. And by live, I mean we're not going to grab you. I will remember that you're here, though. Actually, I'm going to forget before record next episode. Now, I think this is a scrambler. Let's see. Yep, jamming station. This autonomous station appears to be monitoring something in deep space and is generating a diffuse high-infantry signal to jam it. Its systems are quite advanced and encrypted. It seems the only way to stop it is to destroy it. Well, let's go ahead and do that, as usual. Look at this molten world. Looks like char. It's unusual to observe a planet so early in its formation, particularly in an otherwise mature solar system. It is possible that some cataclysmic event destroyed an existing planet and is now reforming. 105 research points. Anything by the sun? No. Nothing else out here. Let's destroy a few more of these crates and see if there's anything special we get in them besides titanium. We're going to avoid going back now to that one planet and go and get Havoc drones, and then I think we'll call the session because it feels like I'm playing for about an hour. A lot of exploring got done. Some cool battles happened, and thankfully we weren't destroyed by the fighting. Guys, I've also forgotten, and I haven't checked my old videos, but did I ever say if I was going to leave a donation in the jar if my ship was ever destroyed? I can't remember. You guys will have to... If you can remind me if you've gone this far, that would be amazing. I mean, I'm going to watch my own videos eventually, too. So, I will find out. Is it weird to say that sort of thing? Maybe it is. I watch my videos briefly, jumping to different sections to make sure that the video's audio and video will match and my voice levels were okay. Oh, is this another... No, this is something different. This is not another lobsterich vessel. Oh, I can't even interact with this. This looks like a cargo carrier, which is probably why we have crates everywhere here. Let's detonate it. Oh, okay. There's nothing on it. Oh, God. I hope I was supposed to do that. This game lets you make mistakes, by the way. You can totally destroy things that you might not want to have destroyed. So, I hope that wasn't, too terrible for us of a thing to do. Let's fly up this way. We'll take the long way. We'll chat a bit. And then we'll warp back over here. There we go. That's what I was looking for as well. Caught that signal again. Judging from the change in the signal to noise ratio, I think there are probably another 2 noise stations somewhere. Okay. I thought we would have to get further away from that sector than we were to get that to occur. Oh, and I missed a star down here, but we'll have to go to that later. I want to get back home and take Havoc Defense so we have something to stop the Gotanu from just obliterating us when we meet them. It's my own fault. We didn't have to destroy so many of them. But we're probably hostile with them for some significant time. So back to video games. I like games that force me to think of ways to solve problems with the tools I use. Oh my goodness. Alright, they're all hostile, so we might as well just fire on them. Oh, Tim, you've only built 9 ships. They've decimated the rest of them. Tim, you don't need to kill them. Just move on. They're too strong for you. We have yet to even explore any of the planets in this sector. We just can't get to them. I will pick on your small Gortanu scouts, though, since they're here. That's one of the flak sentinels. I want to see what it's called. I can't tell. Let me get away from it, because then it should show up on my tip of the screen. Oh, Flenser. Okay, so it's just a different type of Flenser. Oh, we destroyed the engines of that vessel, so that's why it wasn't doing anything. Okay, the portal we want is right next to us, so let's head through it. Oh, hold on a second. If we can scan these planets, why don't we do that first? Something on this moon. Let's head on down to the surface. Those look like mines to me here. The energy, I don't know why they do, they just do. It looks like, I mean, they look like unnatural things shoved into the ground, waiting for something to trip them with these giant spikes. The energy signature detected from orbit is buried several hundred meters below the base of a small mountain. The area is covered with clusters of artificial thorn-like spikes. Near the center of the clusters is a large plaque with inscriptions. There's not enough writing for the universal translator to make a precise translation, but some fragments seem to say, "Poison ghosts live here, not honor." The team leader guesses that this might be an old tomb, possibly with valuable technology or resources buried in it, and the message is to deter looters. The xenoculture expert disagrees. The spikes draw attention to what otherwise appears to be an unremarkable peak. She believes it to be a sincere warning. I believe it to be a sincere warning as well. Leave the location. If the dead are buried there, then today the dead get to keep their trinkets. Okay, that wasn't so tough once we got them all split up from each other. We have one other planet here we didn't scan, so we'll get that done now. Come on, little guy. Come on back into the bay. And there's something here. Oh, the traitor again. He always wants adamantine. The team find the signal is another freighter live parked in the shade of a rocky outcrop. He has great taste. He always looks for the same type of location. Again, a figure is waiting by the craft. The team cannot tell if it's the same traitor they encountered before or another one of its species. Left purple goods. Completely fragrant, no 8s. 13 adamantine. Positive or empty. I wish I could understand, like, translate this in my head. Left purple goods. No. Completely new? Completely fragrant? No 8s. I can't. Buy whatever they're trading. It's just selling. It's 13 adamantine. We can deal with that. We have that much. The trader takes the team's adamantine and unloads a maglev pallet with a large metal crate from the port of the freighter. It scurries back inside, and suddenly the ship rises up and flies towards the horizon. The crate contains the badly damaged remains of some kind of probe. Its memory banks hold some useful data. Oh, okay! So it looks like it's just a random pool of what you can get. I thought it was fixed. Or each random selection can only happen once, but we totally got this in the past. 10 research points for 13 adamantine is decent, I suppose. Since once again, you can farm adamantine, but you can't farm research points. Man, I didn't talk a whole lot about random stuff this episode. I hope you guys don't mind that too much. We'll try to make up for it at one point by sailing out into nothing for 30 minutes. Now, we left this place with a lot of hostiles. Let's see if we can just avoid them. I don't know if shooting down drones counts as a hostile action. I'm guessing it does not. It would be similar to, I'm about to say, shitting down missiles. That's an interesting expression I just came up with right there by accident. It'd be equivalent to shooting down missiles, I think. It's not like the enemy ships have to actually worry about Ytterham to construct their drones, unlike us, for example. Okay, back home. We lost 10 more people today, plus the 3 early on, so that's $13 more. So we're at 128 in the donation jar at the end of this video. Let's talk with everyone here, get some more crew, and then that will do it. We'll also spend our research right now, too. We're at 128. Commander Pierce, we could use more crew. Man, we've been losing a lot of people recently with increased difficulty, but I think it's more exciting, so we're going to leave it at this level. How's morale? Good. Take care. Chang, anything new? No. Pillman, you want to speak with me? Well, this is an interesting set of technologies you've stumbled upon. You probably didn't notice, but 3 of the recent discoveries you've made are parts of the same weapon. There's enough data that now we can start research. We noticed this, Pillman. I hate you. I'm not sure how practical this weapon will be. First, it requires an enormous amount of energy to even get warm enough to fire. Second, it can only fire forward along the ship's main axis. You have to point your ship directly at what you want to destroy. And third, the construction will take a substantial amount of adamantine, which is quite rare. On the plus side, you can punch a hole through 100 meters of neutronium half a sector away. It's an extraordinarily powerful gun, which requires quite a bit of resources to construct, is very limited in the firing arc, and requires an exorbitant amount of energy. And it's not a special project, so we've unlocked the ability to take it here. We will eventually take it. I think we actually need it for one of our. Actually, do we need it for one of the whatchamacallits? The keys? I think we do, but I can't remember. Anyway, here it is, the Axial Ultra Gun. Allows the creation of an incredibly powerful axis-aligned weapon, probably not very energy efficient. And you can take extra upgrades for it. We're going to hold off on it at the moment, though. That's very expensive. I want Havoc defense systems first. Defensive modules that divert reactor energy to create a plasma flak umbrella directed at incoming missiles and drones. Fast flak increases the fire rate and damage of Havoc modules. We got enough to take it up to full, but if I'm going to take it up to full, I'm going to want it on most of my ships. This will be one of the few upgrades where I've taken it to full. We haven't done that, I think, for any of our other weapon systems. Let's grab one of them. We'll grab... I kind of only want to take one more upgrade. Let's go with Heavy Flak. Increases the damage and blast radius of our flak bursts. And then... I am tempted to take the Warp Hopper, but I would want the first rank of abilities as well, or at the very least these two. I didn't really utilize Warp Shock. This will damage everything when you come out of warp in a small AoE, if I recall correctly. But I took, I think, only these upgrades, but I was about to phrase it incorrect. I was about to say incorrectly. I'm getting older, and it's becoming more difficult for me to manage several different hotkeys and think of things to do actively at the same time in real time. So trying to alternate between different secondary firing weapons while steering my ship, firing my lasers on something, and also use the Warp Hopper is a bit too much for me. So it's not something I ever took. But I think we're going to want it if we want to go into that one antimatter distortion that we saw. I guess we can take it in 2 other upgrades, and I'll come back with a new ship. Allows the construction of a Warp Hopper drive, allowing our ship to move short distances nearly instantaneously. Lorentz Dilation. Increases the maximum range of our Warp Hops by 50% and increases the charge rate. We'll be able to do it faster and further. Reduces the energy consumption of Warp Hops by 15%. Okay. You know, we have enough points. Let's grab this... Oh, do I really need this? Technically, this would also have allowed us to shoot down more of the drones, since each bolt, when it hits a drone, would stop at that point. So this would let us... Yeah, when facing numerous small targets, this would allow me to shoot through all of them rather easily. But we now have Havoc Defense, so I guess we just won't need that. Remember that I do not think there's enough research points in the game to take everything, or at least I was unable to do so. So we do have to begin to pick and choose a little more carefully going forward. Anyway, I'm going to save the game, and guys, I'm going to make a new ship. I'm thinking of making a small ship, outfitting it somewhat cleverly so we can speed around a bit. So we'll see if I decide to do that when we get back. In any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.